watch how you're moving these days, cause everybody got your best interest at heart. So yeah, watch yourself.
I'm like forever on the grind, always on the shift. I keep the money on my mind, never tired of it. You moving lazy like you ready to quit. If it's a drought, then you quick to dip. Don't mix your business with no pleasure, that is how.
So this is DJ Rome, one and only with the Skiller Record DJ, official Family for Fame, and Under the Radar Radio here. We got my man Twizzle in the building. Hey, let's go ahead and say what's up, Twizzle.
Yeah, man.
Hey, so what's going on, bro?
What's good, everybody? You don't know. Bless up for being on the show here today.
Hey, that's what's up. So
Hope everything going good.
For the audience that don't know who you are, tell them a little bit as far as who Twizzle is and where you from. Give them a little background history on you.
Yeah. Well, your boy here is Twizzle, originally from the Caribbean island St. Eustatius. It's located in the Dutch Caribbean region. I was born in the Netherlands, came back down here to the islands when I was 9, lived most of my life in the Netherlands. I also lived 8 years down here as well. So since last September, I'm back here. I shoot some hoops here and there, keep that active as well as the music. That's always been a passion of mine. So for anybody that want to get some one-on-ones going, you can find me anytime. But yeah, as far as that and the music, those are the two main things, and as well as my little businesses, entrepreneurship, that's a must. So yeah, that's a little short insight on who I am on a whole, positive minded, spiritual,
Okay.
just good vibes all in all,
Hey, that's what's up. So tell me a little bit as far as what inspired you to get into music? Like, what was the first time you decided, like, yeah, this is something that I want to do?
Well, it would be around the time when I left the island to go and do college in the Netherlands. That was when I really left home. My dad lived over there already, so I left here from being by my mother, gone over there in Europe. Then it was really officially out in the world, so, and you're far from home, most of your relatives down here. So um, just being in the music space before that, listening to a lot of hip hop from before, always loved the music scene. And my cousin BLB, he had a home studio over there in the Netherlands. And from him having me in the studio, just seeing everything go down, the equipment that was needed, everything, that put me onto it like, hey, I could get all of this right now as well and just start doing my thing. So from there, he's guided me and so showed me everything. And from there, I just took it over and just started my own thing as well, So that was really the go-to step for me to get into the music scene.
Okay. Well, that's good. As far as your musical influences, who would you say your top three musical influences are?
Oh, top three. If we gotta boil it down to three,
Mhm.
I'm gonna split it up in three good categories as far as lyricism, melodic rappers, and then maybe something just here and there. I would throw Biggie Smalls, Crooked Eye, Kevin Gates.
Okay. Hey, that's a unique group, especially with the Crooked Eye. I know Biggie. I lived in New York for a while, from 94 to 97.
Yeah,
So I'm a big Biggie fan. So I definitely he falls in my top three too. So definitely appreciate that as far as the music. Now, as far as with your style of music, being that you're from the islands,
mhm.
most would expect you to to have a strict reggae vibe, but yours is kind of a bit more unique than that. Kind of tell them about that.
Yeah, basically the reggae vibe, we do have a lot of that down here as well as the soca.
Mhm.
For me, I didn't really grow up listening to too much of it. It's been around in the area, when you go to Carnival or cars passing down the road, you must hear a soca tune, but the hip hop really cling on to me from the beginning. So,
Yeah.
and besides, we had BET, so you only listening to the hip hop tunes, them. So, um, but for me, it really boiled down to me bringing our flavor of hip hop on the scene. You know, we have several Caribbean islands doing the thing right now, and we bring a different style than what the typical American sound has right now. You know, so the accent is one, the way we bring out the melodies, the words different, and the wordplay is different as well, because some of the words the Americans might not know and as well. So you know, we might throw in some Vibes Cartel kind of lyricism in there with some Biggie Smalls. You never know.
Hey,
Yeah, so
and that's
yeah,
why, because I think that's why a lot of people, cling to that music, cling to your music. Because I was telling you earlier before the interview, I'm also from the islands. I'm from Barbados.
yeah, big up.
I was there, until the age of 12. But I try to go back on a yearly basis to at least visit family member, and I still keep in touch with them too. But
Okay,
it still has that grassroots, similar to you. That's your
yeah,
grassroots. So you're always going to have that vibe presented in your music, which is great because it's not the same. So it's going to be something different as far as when you bring that out. Um,
exactly.
so it's always good to get a fresh vibe. So, and that's what I think that you bring. And from as far as what I've been listening to, I know we're here to present Street Code, which is your official single that you're pushing right now. um,
Yeah,
Listen to some of the other music that you have. I encourage others to kind of go back in the catalog and catch a vibe of
yeah, for
where you
sure.
started, to see where you're at right now. So you can definitely see the growth, in your career. And that's what you want to see. And that's what you want folks to see in you as an artist. So
Exactly.
definitely appreciate that. Um, as far as, you know, most artists, they have their rituals, as far as what they do, you know, uh, music wise in the studio and performance wise. What would you say is something that you typically like to do as, to get you in that vibe when you get in the studio? What's the studio vibe would you like?
To be honest, I don't really have no pattern really.
Uh-huh.
Whatever we have there present, we make use of it. You know, in the Netherlands, you
Uh-huh.
might have a whole smoke session and stuff, but you know, I really don't have no specific pattern or so. Whatever is the vibe, I prefer a closed nighttime studio.
Okay.
I barely record most of the tracks I do now in the daytime.
Okay.
I rather have it night, neon lights glowing, everything that nice, dark side music vibe according to my label name. So
I feel
that's really the vibe we're at. So that I would say is the only kind of vibe. But for the rest, once that beat banging, we recording.
I can definitely understand that because we have our studio here too, and that's most of my artists. They're like that vibe. Even when it's daytime, like it's out now, they'll make sure I have everything closed up and
Yeah.
lights going. It's kind of give them that vibe. So I can definitely understand that. Um, Now, as far as musical artist wise, who do you think that your music most can relate to? As far as if you had to compare yourself to an artist, who would you say your vibe?
Um, to be honest, when I listen, I don't really have that thought on it. But most fans that listen say Crazy Bone, the Bone Thugs.
Okay, okay,
As far as because I have some melodic rhymes here and there as well, and the storytelling part.
okay,
So the closest one they would come with is Bone Thugs. I would hear a lot, or like a chameleon air type stuff.
okay. So yeah, and those are two dope artists, two dope artists.
Yeah.
So I know Bone Thugs. That's right in my neck of the woods. Because actually, my neighboring state. They're in Ohio. I'm in Indiana right now. Uh,
Uh,
so they definitely a force here in this area.
yeah. I could imagine.
That. So, as far as venues, because I'm sure you tour a lot of venues and things like that. Is there a venue that you find that was most memorable to you, as far as your favorite performance?
I would take that back to the Netherlands.
Hmm.
Um, the city called Leiden. It's close to Amsterdam, very popular city, which everyone knows Amsterdam. Uh, about 30 minutes away from there, you have the city Leiden.
Okay.
and they had a performance in like a small little bar place, but we had it packed at that moment. And there was one of the times where I performed a new song for the people, and after they heard the hook the first time, it was like it was on. They were singing along with it by the second hook, so it
Right.
was crazy in there. So that was one of the ones I memorized real good and really was a hype one. Besides, I do have some others that in the top three as well in the Netherlands as well as here on St. Eustatius, but definitely we looking to add on some more of those in the future.
Hey, that's what's up. Hey, that's the
Yeah.
kind of job you definitely want to have as an artist, and it keeps you going. We always know it's not always going to be the greatest, in all venues, but when you get those one-off, venues that show you that type of love, it gives you that more energy to keep going. And it's both ways, even though you don't get that energy that you want,
Yeah,
it makes you go even harder. So,
yeah, for sure.
the good and the bad. So that's good. Now, do you find yourself coming stateside again anytime soon?
I would like to go there because I really never been in USA right now yet as of yet. So I definitely want to touch up there and see what the crowd vibe is. For
Okay.
me, it don't matter, I rock out with anybody really, from being in the Netherlands over there's a Dutch crowd. So
Okay.
it's already a whole other language. If you could rock with that, America is cool. The people already born into hip hop. So over there, the vibe, and they like the accent over there for sure and everything. So, and you know how they say local love foreign.
And that's
So
true. That is
keep
true.
that in mind everywhere I go. No matter where I live, I know the locals don't give a shit. So I just make sure the foreigners rock with me.
Hey, that's
When
what.
I'm in the Netherlands, I make sure America on the scene, loving the music. When I'm in the Caribbean, I make sure the Netherlands and America loving it. So that's just how it goes, man.
That's what's up. Hey, they said music is universal. So, you know,
That's it.
if you can vibe out, if it's a nice beat, nice tune to it, they're gonna rock with it. So, I
That's right.
firsthand. So, now I got the last questions I got for you before we get into the track.
Mhm.
It's crazy how we're doing this interview at this point, but the internet, the internet really has changed the game for artists.
Yeah.
These last few years. What do you think is like the most valuable part of the internet when it comes to your brand and pushing your music? And then what do you think is the least and most frustrating part of the internet process? Promoting your music.
Um, I would say the best part about having the internet really there is especially the way it heading into now with the whole NFT
Mhm.
and crypto space. It bringing a lot of ways for ownership for artists to cut out middlemen fully, especially for those that really inclined with the business side. You
Right.
know, so for the artists on the business side, this is a go-to right now.
Yeah.
But that's definitely a plus reaching out to audience face on, through your own website or whatever. You can get the fans direct to your website and that's it. So that's a plus.
Mhm.
The minus part is it not really a minus because you could work around it is the fans interaction.
Uh-huh.
Because right now, if you don't have a hosting party like a Zoom party or something that you could get creative to involve the fans besides the typical IG live, do
Right.
something different than that. I mean, we do have the verses, but like artists really creating a online performance and actually have a Q&A after the live instead of just keeping it so structured how we've been doing it face on.
Right.
They could get creative with it. So definitely a lot of those things I have ideas on what I would do in the coming years.
Okay, well, yeah, I definitely like the fact that you put the Q&A portion on the end of it because, like you said, it's great getting the music out there, and the internet does give you that platform. But the part
Yeah,
that's missing is that interactive portion of it. I think is at the end of it. It's like the virtual meet and greet, the question and answer.
yeah,
So I think that's a great thing to have, and when you figure out a good platform for that, and you figure that out, you let me know. I'll
yeah,
work
yeah,
on it.
for sure.
It's definitely something that needs to happen, because again, you can kind of do it. It can happen. I think it can definitely happen. So
Yeah,
it's a matter of planning it and having it structured in a good way, where you can make it live. So
yeah. The fans are always ready. So once the artist says, "Hey, I have this," we can go on and jump on and vibe out a bit. A little more different than the typical, "Oh, buy my ticket to speak to me," just vibe out with them.
yeah, and that's true. So, but what we gonna do? We gonna get to the new single. It's called Street Code. Anything you want to mention about this track as far as the inspiration or anything?
Yeah, the track, just been inspired by just the vibes here on the island. The beat was real good. JP, the producer, I gotta shout him out once again. He gave me that good classic beat, kind of how you call it, more beat type, Cassidy type beat.
Okay.
So I had to come on there with a little brag and boast type record, street code for all those that out there, whatever the circumstance be. You got people that come on your lane, try to put you off your path. At the end of the day, it's just you really battling to get it done. You have a vision where you want to go, and not everyone gonna see it.
Yes.
So in the song, they gonna hear what I mean one time. So definitely big up.
Hey, well, folks, we're gonna get to this new single, Street Code by Twizzle. After we get done, we're gonna come back and chop it up with him one last time and see what he got coming up, and then go from there. But hey, let's check it out. Again, we got Twizzle, and the name of the track is called Street Code, y'all.
Yeah, you gotta watch how you're moving these days, cause everybody got your best interest at heart. So yeah, watch yourself.
I'm like forever on the grind, always on the shift. I keep the money on my mind, never tired of it. You moving lazy like you ready to quit. If it's a drought, then you quick to dip. Don't mix your business with no pleasure, that is how you split. Stay far away from liabilities is how you flip. Watch who you help, that is just a tip. Just like I said, that is just a tip. Like I said, that is just a tip. Started as a dream, now I'm somewhere in between, making it reality. I used to be stuck in the television thinking it's reality. I know them haters watching me, the same ones turn their back on me. Turned around, now they backing me. If it ain't CMC, I really don't care who ain't backing me. Stop pretending that you love me, put them knives right back at me. Put my focus on my own property, started thinking properly, fighting for my autonomy while suckers play Monopoly, hoping to win the lottery. I'ma just say this honestly, when I make it, don't come bother me. I don't know all my family. If you ain't plant no seeds in here, you ain't no fan of me. You must not know biology. I'm like forever on the grind, always on the shift. I keep the money on my mind, never tired of it. You moving lazy like you ready to quit. If it's a drought, then you quick to dip. Don't mix your business with no pleasure, that is how you split. Stay far away from liabilities is how you flip. Watch who you help, that is just a tip. Just like I said, that is just a tip. Like I said, that is just a tip. I'm like forever on the grind, always on the shift. I keep the money on my mind, never tired of it. You moving lazy like you ready to quit. If it's a drought, then you quick to dip. Don't mix your business with no pleasure, that is how you split. Stay far away from liabilities is how you flip. Watch who you help, that is just a tip. Just like I said, that is just a tip. Like I said, that is just a tip. Gotta watch yourself, but also watch who you be rolling with. That's why you see me by myself and no one that I'm cruising with. Cause when the ego comes around, they start saying you're using them. Soon I started praying for my blessings, I start losing friends. Gotta watch yourself, you gotta watch yourself. Not everyone is here to help, so you gotta help yourself. They always here to trigger you until you reach your higher self. Your higher self, you're gonna get there by yourself. The devil was an angel, then he started thinking on himself. Guess that I'm a devil for telling myself to switch up the vibe. Cause people take you for granted when you don't pay them no mind. And when you don't have a penny, then they don't give a damn. I'm like forever on the grind, always on the shift. I keep the money on my mind, never tired of it. You moving lazy like you ready to quit. If it's a drought, then you quick to dip. Don't mix your business with no pleasure, that is how you split. Stay far away from liabilities is how you flip. Watch who you help, that is just a tip. Just like I said, that is just a tip. Like I said, that is just a tip.
Hey, look. Hey, that's banging. I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure we add that in rotation to our station Under the Radar Radio. Get that added at least for the next 30 days. Put that in rotation for you.
Okay.
I actually put the video up on the app for you too, because in the app we do have a section in the app where we have we call it Ears to the Streets or Rome's top picks.
Okay.
That in that video lineup. so they'll be able to view them and watch the video from the app itself. So
All right, nice, thanks.
definitely a nice vibe, definitely a fresh vibe. I'll say that, a fresh vibe.
Yeah. Thanks.
So what do you say is up next for you? What else do you got planned coming up in the near future?
Well, I definitely got a stack of singles there that are already recorded, like 13 of them.
Okay.
Whenever ready, once I see the people start to ask like, hey, what we got next? We just hit on my next single right there. So I definitely plan to start as well making some videos way ahead in time for them. So whenever ready, everything is already prepared. I don't like to work backwards, So I already have the videos ready, start getting the budget ready for promotion, marketing, everything. And then we're good to go. Hit up some DJs again, big salute to you once again. And, we're going to keep it moving from there. And as soon as this pandemic slow down, we out to America, make some moves over there.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, that's the planning, the 3 Ps, is what my partner always says. You got to be ready, and preparation is key. So, I like the way how you're moving. So definitely you got the right mindset and business mindset at that. I can tell that you're not just out here just wanting to record music to put it out. You got a plan that you're working with. So I can definitely appreciate a man with a plan. Like I said, when you're ready to drop some other tracks and, you got any questions or anything, feel free to reach out to us here, at Under the Radar Radio. My partner, Ruthless Killer Records, and my other partner, AO. She wasn't able to make it today, but I'll make sure that you link with her too. Actually, another one of my hosts that also works for me at the station. So definitely want to keep you in the loop. I'm gonna go ahead and send you some stuff too, because I'm pretty sure there's gonna be artists that's gonna want to reach out to you too. So if you want to give them a shout out and give them your social media.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you guys could find me on Twizzle_DSM. That's for Instagram and Twitter. On Facebook, you could find me under just Twizzle. That's TWIZZLE. And my website is officialtwizzle.com. You could find me there and connect with me. We could get some work done self.
Hey, that's what's up. Hey, so again, I want to thank you for stopping in today, showing us some love. Definitely, like I said, I love what you're doing. So I'll be in touch. I got your connect. So definitely looking forward to seeing what you got coming up next, bro.
Yeah, man, for sure. I'm going to hit you up with some DJ drops one time since we finish this interview.
Go right.
And you can connect me on Instagram with the Instagram for the radio station, Under the Radar,
I got
and
you.
I can stay connected as well.
I got you. I'm going to send you, I don't know if you got the link for the station yet, but I'm going to make sure I send you that too. In Instagram, I'll make sure I send you that. That way you can connect, and that way you can kind of see what the platform is and what we got.
Yeah.
And so I think you'll definitely like what you see once you log on there.
Yeah, for sure. I already like this platform. You have this set up, so I know you're doing your thing on your end for sure.
Hey, we got to make it look professional because you never know.
That's it. Big up for that.
So, but yeah, let's give it up, man, for my man Twizzle. One big time.
So, big salute. You don't know. Bless up.
Hey, that's what's up. So yeah.
Yeah. You gotta watch how you're moving these days, cause everybody got your best interest at heart. So yeah, watch yourself.
I'm like forever on the grind, always on the shift. I keep the money on my mind, never tired of it. You moving lazy like you ready to quit. If it's a drought, then you quick to dip. Don't mix your business with no pleasure, that is how you split. Stay far away from liabilities is how you flip. Watch who you help, that is just a tip. Just like I said, that is just a tip. Like I said, that is just a tip. Started as a dream, now I'm somewhere in between, making it reality. I used to be stuck in the television thinking it's reality. I know them haters watching me, the same ones turn their back on me. Turned around, now they backing me. If it ain't CMC, I really don't care who ain't backing me. Stop pretending that you love me, put them knives right back at me. Put my focus on my own property, started thinking properly, fighting for my autonomy while suckers play Monopoly, hoping to win the lottery.